Yeah, so let's take a look at how the Asian markets have started off and mirroring cues from Wall Street. The Hang Seng being the only outlier here is down 0.3%, but the Taiwanese index is up 0.6%. The Japanese index, the Nikkei, continues to outperform 1.25% higher today as well. The Kospi 2 is up 1.25%, continuing to move ahead from where Wall Street left off overnight. So it's a largely green looking screen across the Asia Pacific. Some data coming in from China as well, where the industrial profits have dropped 5.5% in the month of October, which is the worst performance in the last 5 months. And that is the reason why the Hang Seng is turning out to be a bit of a laggard in today's session compared to the rest of the Asian markets. To pull up the GIFT Nifty, give you an idea of how our own markets are likely to start off, around about 45 odd points. So, well, based on yesterday's close, we might just open around that 26,250 mark, within touching distance of that record high of 26,277. Let's see where today's Sensex monthly expiry leads us to. But to set you up for today's trade, our research team is here with the trade setup, the stocks that you need to watch out for, and of course the setup from the F&O side of things as well. First up, Ekta joins in to get all the market cues you need to watch out for today. Ekta, good morning. And it's a strong rebound in yesterday's trading session, but what are some of the other important things you're watching out for?
Well, that is the key point, that the markets rebounded after 3 days of losses in yesterday's trading session, and what a rebound we did see for the markets. The Sensex Nifty near those record highs like you mentioned, so just about kissing distance for the Nifty. We have the Nifty Bank, which already hit a record high in yesterday's trading session, and 45 Nifty stocks which were in the green. We also had a good amount of participation in terms of the FIIs and the DIIs in terms of buys yesterday, so that will be one of the key indicators to see whether or not there is any kind of follow through in terms of the FII net buy that came through yesterday. Now, in terms of the US markets, it was a fourth day of close, so we had tech stocks which really rebounded. The likes of Oracle, which is an AI play, was higher in yesterday's trading session in the US. We have Asia, which is largely in the green, so maybe there could be some amount of follow through which could come through for the Indian markets. Now, the US markets are closed on Thursday for Thanksgiving, so not much in terms of cues coming in tomorrow from at least the global space or the US space. Now, in terms of a couple of key stocks to watch out for, just watch out for Whirlpool, which is likely to sell up to around 95 lakh shares via block deal, the Mahindra XEV9S launch, and India's first Tesla center is going to be inaugurated by the Haryana Chief Minister. So that is something to watch out for.
Indeed, Ekta, thank you for setting us up for today's session. Over to Ria now, who would list out the stocks you need to keep an eye out for. Ria, good morning. What's on your list?
Well, good morning, Homer. Starting off with Whirlpool, sources have indicated to us that promoters are likely to sell up to 7.5% of stake in the company via a block deal, and the offer size for this is roughly 965 crores. Asian Paints will also be in focus, since the company's arm is going to set up a second manufacturing unit in UAE with an investment of 340 crores. LG Balakrishnan has signed an MOU with the Tamil Nadu government for infra support, and necessary approvals and incentives are also being gathered. For Oberoi Realty, they have signed a pact to redevelop roughly 4,706 square meters of land in Nepean Road in Mumbai. For India Glycols, the company has raised funds worth 467 crores via a preferential allotment of 51 lakh shares. Patel Engineering will also be in focus. The company has received orders worth roughly 798 crores for a coal project in Chhattisgarh. And lastly, M&M will also be in focus today after launching the electric SUV Mahindra BE6 Formula E edition today.
Launches galore in the SUV market. Tata Motors yesterday, M&M today. Ria, thank you for listing out those stocks. And lastly, Sudarshan joins in with cues from the all-important F&O space. Sudarshan, good morning. Is the data finally indicating that today may be the day?
Good morning, Harmas. As you said in the beginning, that hope we don't jinx it. After waiting for several days, market is looking to hit the record high and crossing the earlier level of 26,277.235. Now, what do cues suggest? So global cues remain supportive. Yesterday also we have seen a big move in the global market, especially on the Wall Street. And now if you go by the F&O data, it does indicate that Nifty has formed a base, and that base is above the levels of 26,000. So even if we slip we might hold the levels above 26,000. So what has happened in the index future? Yesterday also FIs have bought more than rupees 790 crore and now their longs exposure has improved to 17%. Remember last month the low we had hit on the longs exposure was 7%. From 7% we have traveled to 17% on the short side. Again FIs remain heavily shorted but things have kind of improved over the last few days and 83% on the short side. One thing that has happened, look at the put call ratio. Yesterday we have seen it's moving higher to 1.42 from the level of 0.96. That indicates you the level of put writing that we have seen for majority of the options. All the options, 26,000 put, 26,100 put have seen huge increase in the open interest. 26,000 put has seen an increase of more than 1.19 crore shares, and for 26,100 there was an addition in the open interest of almost 78 lakh shares, and there was sharp fall in the premium. That fall was in the range somewhere of 50 to 60%. While in the contrary on the call side, 26,500 call has seen an increase of 18 lakh shares in the open interest, and premium has moved higher to 34, and 26,300 call was healthy as well. So support for Nifty, 26,000 first support. If we fail to hold that, next support comes around 20-day moving average, that is 25,860. First resistance, the record high, 26,277. If we manage to cross that, next resistance comes around 26,500. Nifty Bank has hit record high, so we have just taken the support, and that support, first support remains around 59,000. Some of the stocks that are seeing fresh longs, Siemens has seen fresh longs. Samant Capital, unusual name, whole last week it was in the ban after that new Supreme Court order, but yesterday it has seen fresh longs, so keep an eye on that. Eicher Motors ahead of monthly data has been seeing fresh shorts, so keep an eye on that as well.
Sudarshan, thank you for that update and for the FNO side of things as well. And just to add on to the stocks that you need to keep an eye out for, keep an eye out on Paytm as well. And that is because the Reserve Bank of India has granted the certificate of authorization to Paytm Payment Services to operate as an online payments aggregator. Remember, this is the final approval. The in-principle approval was already granted to them in the month of August. So this is another development with regards to Paytm. The stock had ended almost 4% higher in yesterday's session as well, around about the 1300 levels. So keep an eye out on Paytm as